Hello, lovely sisters. We've had an interesting evening already. So yeah, welcome. I did take a little bit of time before to oh, come on. No. to try and get Nat to join us, but it wasn't working. There's something going on. Her phone's been playing up. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna call her on this phone, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to hear her. Yeah, so let's go with that. Yvonne, can you let me know that you can hear me and Nat? Okay. Hello, Nat. Hi. You're probably going to need to be nice and close to the speaker so we can hear you. Okay. Yep. I think so. We'll find out, because Yvonne's the first one there to join us, so we'll get her to let us know that they can hear you. But yeah, welcome and thank you for your patience trying to sort this out. Sometimes technology just has its own life and decides what it's going to do. But we've got you with us. So yeah, wanted to start this, open up. Yeah, how about we start by hearing a little bit about you, and then I think it might be nice if we just take a moment to, I guess, create a container around this space again, because we've kind of had to jump out of it for practicalities, and then so to drop back in. Yeah? Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm just going to show you a little bit about myself.
Yeah.
So my name is Natalie. I'm originally from Colombia, but I've been living in Sydney for over 7 years now. And I've started this journey when I was very young. Was always in a search, and through ritual and ceremony, I've been finding myself through this whole journey. It's a long story, but now I've been working on a healing, which is my life. It's what I do now, so it's what I've learned throughout the time, to experience, and also as practice, and also as learn, as a course. So yeah, it's what I do right now, and it's part of who I am. And I experience ritual and ceremony through that area as well a lot. So we'll go more into it later when we start talking. So yeah, a lot of work, healing work here and there, but let's talk with the experience of the ritual and ceremony. We're here for.
Yeah, and there's lots of lucky people that have got to sit in beautiful ceremony with you, doing your gorgeous sound healing. Yeah, it's just an absolute blessing to be in that space with you.
The experience.
Yeah, it is. It's so gorgeous. Yeah. So, I guess taking a moment to, bring us back into this container, into this space of, setting the intention for this space, which I take time each week. I set this up. This is I create ritual around this. For me, this is sacred space to explore things that, yeah, are healing and expansive and transformational and powerful tools for us to tap into and concepts for us to embody. And tonight, each week in that I use a different song, and this week I was called to use the Gayatri mantra.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and just to help, really create this space and to call on something, whatever people want to, God, the divine, great spirit, the universe, whatever it is, call on something else to be of support, to help clear that path so I can be on the right path. Yeah. And so you just...
We're contained.
Yeah. We are. Yeah. So, yeah, I would love to hear more from you about, your experience with ritual and ceremony.
Okay. Yes, would love to. So I think when we think first of ritual and ceremony, I think the first thing that pops in our heads is the actual ritual and the community and the whole healing around it. So I see it as two different areas. So the ceremony outside ourselves in a community where we've all have learned and evolved and shared our journey as containers. But there's also another side of ritual and ceremony that's contained within us in our daily lives, and I would like to expand more about that area. So the ritual and ceremony contained within the daily practice, in your daily life, with your family, with your loved ones, with your life, with your process. Because ritual and ceremony for me is important to do every day. It's not only something to do monthly or it's contained within itself every day. So I can talk a bit of the ceremonies, the rituals I do in my daily life. So then I can expand in the idea of that container, of that being within ceremony every day with yourself, with your spirit, with the divine, with the divine. So I feel like I've changed my view throughout time. I think when I was younger, I experienced the ritual and ceremony as a bigger thing, as going and experiencing with plant medicine or with different types of modalities, which is all valid because it's based on the experience, and it opened my life in many ways. But through time, I learned that we could actually do the ritual ceremony within ourselves, within our lives. And now that I'm a mom, and it's harder for me to explore outside, and these practices have helped me evolve a bit more in my daily life. So it's nice to see it as a perspective. And yeah, like what I do, for example, as a ritual and ceremony is being grateful every day. Like just waking up and being there and being grateful for everything you have, everything you are. And I have a bit of a ritual, a mini ceremony every night before I go to sleep, which consists of a small altar, which I can maybe explain if you're interested. And the altar is I see the altar as my home. I put the altar as my home. And in my home, there's my family, the loved one. So there's always a picture of myself. picture of my husband and a picture of my, in this case, my little baby, Anya. And in the back side, I have my photos of my ancestors, any saints I believe, and the fire element, that's by the fire, and then there's the water element as well. So every night I lit a candle and I talk to the fire. If I have any doubts, any fear, anything, I talk to the fire and ask for help or for opening myself, anything I need. And then I usually pour a bit of water in the cup and I talk to the water, and then when I wake up, that's the first thing I drink. And I also give it to my family, to Anna and to my husband as part of this our ritual as a family. Because I find that uniting the family in rituals is it's really important. But they're your loved ones, they're there for you. So I think ritual starts in your daily life within your beloved ones, before the people you are every day with. I think that's the first part of ritual for myself. And then you start connecting with the above, the divine, and divine mystery. So for me, rituals is that. I think it's a connection within yourself, within your spirit, but also within your family, within everyone around. And then there's the other part of the ceremony that's outside with community, which is a really big area to talk. You know Megan a lot. So yeah, I've been trying to change my perspective in the ritual and ceremony, because it's so vast, it so has so many dimensions, so many levels. But it just starts within you, within your daily practices, even if it's a bath and sage in your house, having a tea, reading a book, and being blessed and being thank you. That's also a ritual in a way. So it's coming back to simple stuff that can actually make a difference within your daily life, and start connecting with the divine in daily ways, daily practices. So it's coming back to that, I think. For me, in my journey, it's about that right now. I could talk in the past, but right now it's connecting to all the sources you have available, I think. So we're opening that, see what comes out.
Yes, it's really, really about acknowledging the divine, the sacred in us and in everything that we do, and like you said, all of the resources and everything that's available to us, and bringing that consciousness, bringing the intention into the moments, like all the different moments.
Everything. Even going out in nature and sitting down, that's a ritual, a ceremony. It's part of, and also I find that ritual and ceremony, they start changing within your own process. Different times in your life. I think it's all a journey within itself. They change, and it's flowing with that change.
Yes, and I think for me, it's been such a. Well, I actually had a strange introduction, or this. I was in a relationship many years ago, and it wasn't overly healthy, and I guess at that time I was quite young and quite I wasn't very strong in my opinions or my truth, and was with someone who, yeah, I don't know, I listened and took on a lot that was said, but there was still, like, I know, like, I can look back on it and think, I knew that that didn't resonate for me. Like, I couldn't get my head around some of the things. And one of the things that was taught through where he was getting, I don't know, his information or whatever, was that ritual was not a good thing. So I, you know, and it was a reasonably controlling relationship as well. So I wasn't really allowed to explore ritual in that relationship, and it was seen as being something bad. And so I guess I kind of, you know, from there, yeah, kind of ended up moving away from it in a way. And yeah, that was one experience of what ritual was for me in my life. And then gratefully, I've been able to come back, and yeah, through more of that community, you know, the bigger community rituals, you know, facilitated ritual by someone else, facilitated ceremony by someone else, yeah, and those sorts of things, and feeling the power and the transformation in those. And I guess the more that I've done, realizing, yeah, that place where I go in ceremony, and yeah, again, the more that I've done it, and the more that I've brought that into my life as an individual, yeah, it's brought, yeah, and I've been able to tap into that place, you know, without being in a community held ceremony. I mean, there's a different depth, and there's different medicine in that community ceremony, but yeah, just so, oh, it's just a you know, and I guess we've been talking about, like, yeah, that coming home, it's just such a relief. Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's spiritual ceremony is coming home to you, in a way, to spirit, because in a way that's the connection you're looking for when you're going to community ceremonies, when you're going to different say medicine trips. So many things you could go, but it's just that search of that connection within you to your spirit, to your inner power, and that's what, that's the most important part of the circuit, is that connection. Yeah. Coming back home and trying to stay home, you know. It's hard, there's challenges. But through the ritual ceremony, it's a process where you can be, and in keeping with that ritual, it helps a lot to maintain, to be home.
Yes. Yeah. It does. It helps you stay home. It helps you come home, and it helps you stay home. Yeah, absolutely. And like before we started, and before I took the time to create the container for tonight, I was things have just been, I've been flying places, and you know, just a million things on and happening, which are all, you know, lots of really good things and exciting things, but a lot, which kind of has me, yeah, all over the place. And
same here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's important to talk about this and to expand about these subjects, because they're so important in our daily life.
Yeah.
As humans, it's everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, there's so many levels of ritual and ceremonies. I'm just trying to take the layers off and make it a really powerful, making it work for you.
Mm.
I think it's what I see sometimes. And I think in that search, you go through a lot of things, you know, different types of rituals, different types of ceremonies, and it's just finding out who you are, who to look for, and at the end, I think just yourself, you know, just coming back to the heart space.
Mm.
So that's the important part, coming back.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, bringing that meaning, like what has meaning, what brings meaning, what is the meaning in your life, like bringing that in as ritual. Because yeah, I've got my altar as well, which is it's actually, you know, we've got a full shelf that is that's Kai's space here, and in the center of Kai's space is our altar. So Kai is a big part of that. And then I've created the medicine wheel. I've got different medicines there that I like to work with, and I always have my sage and Palo Santo and Copal, and I've got my pardon?
All the goodies.
Yeah, and my medicine bundle, which sits, you know, that's got my talisman, you know, something that I created that is really, you know, has a deep meaning for me, and that sits in there. And special, really important things sit in there, and it's a space that I go to every day. And I was just thinking as well, like it's above our fireplace, so especially in winter, and I guess we've moved into a new house, but yeah, winter, I'm finding a lot of my ritual involves fire, and quite a lot of fire actually. But you know, and I guess that's part of the seasons, and that's a beautiful thing as well, that with the ritual, like we're not going to be having the fire going in summer, and that is like another way of connecting with the elements and connecting with the seasons, by bringing in what's present into our ritual and ceremony.
Working with the elements, I find that it's very important. Seasonal. Especially the elements, bringing the elements to your daily life, to your ritual, to your ceremony. They're the core of everything. So it's so important. And you see the elements in a lot of different ways. So, so expansive, the subject. You could go to so many roads.
Yeah.
I think, like, if I talk from my experience, like, I come from Colombia, so it's a different road, and it's a bit to do with indigenous culture, and also with the sort of red road within. So the elements are really important, and just honoring the Mother Earth is the most important, and then you can open different ways with medicine plants, so fast. But I think the essence is just coming back home to yourself, to the earth, to the Great Spirit, to the Mother, and working with her, being with her in your daily life. So taking those rituals out and bring them to your daily life, I think that's where the real work begins, and the real challenges
Yeah.
start from here.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah, you're right. Like it is where the challenges do begin, because when you're in that community facilitated ceremony, it's, I mean, sometimes it can be harder to drop. It can be hard to drop. The um, monkey mind's going, and triggers all over the place or whatever. But usually it's much easier to drop it. I mean, it's all part of the process when those things are happening anyway. But yeah, when you get out and bringing it into your daily life, and like you said, like with becoming a mother, finding the ways to bring that into your life, and to bring your family into that as well.
that's so important. They're everything. They're your ceremony. They're your ritual. They are there for you. So things begin with yourself, then with the people around you, loved ones, community, and then above the divine. Just,
Yeah.
but I think home is where everything starts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Society. And living it every day.
Yeah.
It's not easy sometimes, but
Yeah.
trying to keep up. And life comes, and we're humans, and we have emotions, and we have fears, and we have, and we're experiencing this earth as human beings, and we also we cannot forget about that part.
Yeah.
That everything's not always perfect, like in a ritual and ceremony, we actually live sometimes a bit differently. So it's in between that, I think. Not being too harsh on yourself, like also trying to keep up with your practice, with your ritual, with your inner, fire.
Yeah.
It's all about that.
Yeah. Yeah, and thinking about that, bringing that ritual into, your everyday, and the elements being a big part of that. Such simple things like you talked about, lighting the candle, that's the fire in there, having the water, praying with the water, drinking the water, like so simple. The earth, like just getting your bare feet on the earth is so powerful and makes so many changes on so many levels. And air, breathing, just going back
Slowing down to breathe.
Yeah. So simple, so powerful, and that in itself is ritual, and bringing ceremony into your own life, into your being.
That's all. That's everything.
Yeah. Yep. Covered.
So simple.
Got it. Yes.
That's what we're here for, to learn and to walk the path.
Yes. And I know that for me, getting into the group sort of space, and diving into longer ceremony, and having it facilitated as well, like it can be a way to get to find the things that really resonate and call to you, and help to practice, because again, it's getting into that practice of it to bring it into your life.
It's so important to as well give yourself twice to go to a ritual space with other people. It also helps a lot to process that, but also bring things out in a group. So you feel supported. I think it's also part of your practice. I think it's important to come in circle ceremony. Then it all helps. So part of the process.
Yeah.
And it's important. Like, gosh, I can say that the ritual ceremonies I've attended have opened me to many levels, and I feel so grateful and blessed for being able to sit with sisters, with brothers, you know, to be held, contained. It's also important. It's also important.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is that. Yeah, there's the different container of the group, and what happens within the group is something, you know, you can't have the same thing by yourself. I know I've talked to many people about, you know, like going out and we could all go and sit in a cave and, you know, become enlightened, and then we come back and actually have to interact with people. We got a whole other level of enlightenment to go through. Like there is something else that comes in sitting in ceremony with our brothers and sisters as well. That's so important. Yeah. It's so special. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my goodness, I could just sit and talk about this for so long. It makes my heart so happy. And yeah, actually one thing that I did want to I want to presence it here, because it's a new space that I'm moving into, and that's like in thinking about ceremony for particular purpose and for you know, marking particular life events. You know, it's something that has been used, was used, is still used, but not so much in Western cultures. But yeah, marking those rites of passage and yeah, those life events. And yeah, for me at this time, I'm starting to, well, I'm now a celebrant. It's kind of a weird, I say, ceremony facilitator for funerals. For me, Kai's funeral was just, that was such an important part in my journey and my process, and my family and my partner and our friends, and yeah, again, that being created with deep meaning for families and with the uniqueness of each individual. I think that those pieces are just, it's just so important. Like if his ceremony had have been done in a different way in a chapel or something, it was done out in the bush in a place where we took him while I was pregnant many times, and we were in circle and we used nature, and we sang together and we released flowers into the water. It was so beautiful and so powerful. And I think that yeah, that depth of meaning in those marking of life events, in those ceremonies, is just so important.
So important. Today I was just thinking of rite of passages. Yeah. I was thinking, yeah, it's so important of becoming a woman.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when I was small, I got my period, and my mom didn't took me to. I would love that it would be like actually something beautiful about it, not just getting shameful or like. And now I think, gosh, the rite of passages or becoming a man it's so important in your life, and addressing that part of you that's changing and celebrating it. I find that so important. Yeah, rite of passage. My gosh, today was there. Funny that you say it.
Yeah.
It's part of the ritual and ceremony, and they're important for our development.
Yeah. So important for our relationship with ourselves and moving into new chapters in our lives, sort of the letting go of the old and moving into the new, and celebrating both sides, and
Both sides of everything.
Bringing that beauty and meaning into it. So good. So good. So I want to say now as well that we're talking about ritual and ceremony, and this, so we talked quite a while ago about having this conversation, and because we were talking about how important we realize that how important ceremony is for our lives, and wanting to have more of it in our lives. And so the two of us have actually created a ceremony that we're going to be offering to our sisters. So that's coming up on the 9th of September, and it's going to be in Pymble in Sydney, and the event will be going up in about a minute. Just looking at the time, it will go up in about a minute, but we'll also share it in the group. And we'd love to have you come and join us. It will be a chance to sit in ceremony with your sisters, with community. We'll be making use of the elements, and really working with all of our senses. Anything else you want to say about that, Nat?
No, just to come together again, as women, we need it. Really, we're all sisters, we're all here to help each other, to find a space to share what we know, to learn, to be in presence of other women that are going maybe through different stuff. It's all part of an amazing, beautiful thing that's happening, and I would love to see you all there. There's gonna be lots of yummy stuff happening. So,
Yes.
I'm open to it.
Yes. Yeah, beautiful.
Really happy.
I can't wait. It's
It's going to be live, so not technology.
Yeah.
Even yummier.
That's right. We'll be able to actually be seeing, we'll be able to hug and really be with each other, so that will be beautiful. I can't wait. Can't wait.
I can't wait. So really excited about this.
And do you want to share a bit more about your other offerings as well?
Yes, so as I said in the beginning, I think it wasn't really clear of what I've been doing or what I'm doing. I was just centering the phone, trying to maybe one last shot live. No, it didn't happen. But so I have a page. I do life coaching, Kundalini yoga, and also holographic kinetics as my practices. But I've started to do a new Chinese community online. So it's about using the platform of social media to actually unite us as humans to share different journeys. Different journeys, not only about healing, about new age stuff. It's also about journeys of daily stuff that's happening in our lives. It's a way to inspire other people to commit to what they're passionate about, to commit what their true calling is, and actually think about it. Think, why are you walking on this earth? And it's about sharing that journey that you're going through, you've gone through, to actually be who you are and be the person you are, and just share your light, share all your gifts that you have. So I'll put it on the webpage on Facebook.
Yeah.
A link so you can have a look, and it's about just sharing who you are, your journey, your process. I love to hear it, so we can all get inspired, help each other, and start building a community online. So.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it helps us. It's just such a gift to be able to connect with people all over the world. At any time. So that sounds beautiful. I can't wait to witness the journeys of our brothers and sisters and all the finding that and stepping it onto that path and really standing strong in that.
Who you are, who you want to be, who you're being called to be. So, I would love to hear about you, everyone.
Beautiful.
I'll post it on later on.
Yeah.
So, thank you. So much,
Megan. Thank you for coming and doing things in a different way. That's just being flexible.
Maybe that's what I needed to learn. Not control.
We're learning. I'm learning every time I do this. There's a new little challenge that comes in there, and it's just we just try something else. But it's been so beautiful to have you here and to talk ritual and ceremony. It's been an absolute honor. So we'll share more about what you're offering, and we'll share about the space that we're going to be holding here in Pymble soon. And it's been great to sit with you, and thanks, Nat.
Thank you, Megan. Big hug.
And
for the space for opening this up, and just flying with it. I loved it.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'll see you. Oh, I better tell everyone. I will be seeing you next week, the 28th. We will have Gabriella Ming from Soul Blossom, who will be coming to speak to us. So I'm looking forward to that. And again, if you're feeling even an inkling to come and sit with your sisters and share about something that you're passionate about, something that you feel your sisters might need to hear about, and just sharing your truth, get in contact with me. I'd love to have you join me. See you soon, beautiful sisters. Have a lovely evening. Bye now.